the Backseat Sports Podcast with Zac and James Troiano. Email us at backseatsports@gmail.com or hit us on Twitter at BackseatZac or at BackseatJ.
That is on Twitter at BackseatZac and BackseatJ, ZAC and JAY. This is Hottie and Nottie. James feels like a Nottie right now because he's having a little bit of a rough day, but he's okay. He's okay. He's going to get through this.
This day,
he's going to get through this.
This day is a Nottie.
All right. This day is a Nottie.
It is.
Our first Hottie of the week is the NCAA because they finally have admitted and come to the realization that they must have a playoff, a postseason that involves a playoff. And so they're still tossing around a lot of ideas.
They
but
don't
finally,
get to be a Hottie. This is stupid. This whole piece of paper.
All right, he's in a bad mood. Tully,
Seriously, wow.
you said you are,
I'm excited.
Wait, why are they a Hottie?
His mic's off. All right.
Thank you.
You were excited.
This should have happened like years ago.
You're excited because...
And you know what? Hey, while I have the mic, I just came up with a comeback from that insult from a couple segments ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think James has to
I
go
gotta
back on
defend
now.
myself.
You gotta defend yourself.
Tully, you said you're excited. You know, you aren't like a huge college football fan, but
No.
you said, you know what? If there's a playoff, I'm there. I'm watching. It's
All right,
exciting.
now
Just playoffs in general. The idea of playoffs
Because you
is
do
exciting.
enjoy the NFL
It's
playoffs.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be great. Apparently, they're still working out the details, but it's going to be very exciting. Our first Nottie is the NBA, another league. They gave Meta World Peace 7 games for bringing down an
hold on.
anime elbow.
I've been waiting for you to say this because it still, to this day, aggravates me that he's allowed to change his
name's
name
on our
to
test.
Meta.
His name's on our test.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I know that, but still,
It's,
it says the headline was World Peace suspended. Stop.
World Peace
Should not be allowed.
suspended.
Should not.
Yeah, no, it's 7 games. This is a repeat offender. This is a guy that punched fans.
Yeah.
Punched fans when the Pacers and Pistons had that huge brawl in the arena in 2004. This guy's a complete sociopath, and telling him 7 games for elbowing the guy in the side of the head and causing the concussion. And it was so pathetic the way he talked to the reporters once he saw the video. He said, I saw the video. Ooh, whew, that was a bad elbow. Duh.
You know, they should suspend him. They should make him change his name back to something normal. That
He should have
be
been
his
suspended for a
suspension.
year.
Cut ties, dude.
Why even use suspensions if it's not a deterrent? If it's not a deterrent,
Right.
which it clearly isn't with him, why even bother?
Or how about don't pay him? That's a good one. That'll get to anybody's nerve right there.
Well, he's
hey,
not getting
you're not gonna pay you.
Our next hottie is Morris Claiborne. We talked with Adam Rank about this earlier. He just basically said, I don't care what I made on the Wonderlic. There were 50 questions on that test. I finished about 15.
What school did he go to?
I don't care. LSU.
Wow, so that kind of like, I'm looking at LSU now going, how did he get accepted?
It didn't take this for me to look at LSU and go,
I'm just saying.
On an athletic scholarship.
I like this. I don't care.
No,
Like,
I know.
He's a cornerback. Like, see ball, get ball. That's it. Like, you don't have to be too bright to do that.
This is true American capitalism. He's good at something,
Yeah.
and now he's getting paid.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care what the credentials
Couldn't
are.
read a stop
Why
sign,
is
but he can
Barcelona
play,
a
though.
Nottie?
Barcelona's a Nottie because they lost to Madrid and had disappointments in 2 Champions League games, all in the span of, what was that, 8 days? Real disappointment.
Stuff happens
and now,
quick.
And now
Look,
because of them in
Barcelona-
Madrid.
Look, this is the problem with the soccer schedule. They play too many damn games. They play like 66 games.
That's what the NBA played.
It's not the NBA.
I know.
They don't get a break. You run for 90 minutes. When you play
And-
66 of
a lot of
those,
those
you're
teams-
going to be bad for a couple.
And
And,
a lot,
it
a
just
lot
so
of those
happens.
teams too, like, you know, obviously they travel to different countries. Europe's a lot smaller, but still, I mean, you're traveling.
It's like traveling around the United States.
Almost. Yeah, I know.
It's not a good argument.
I made that analogy. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, you're traveling a
Swim,
lot.
walk, whatever. It's a nothing commute.
Yeah.
Berlin is basically a suburb of London.
We got a cap there.
Keep going. They travel.
Anyways,
all right.
It is. It's very arduous.
Well, they had 3 disappointments in the span of 1 week, and it sucks
Yeah.
because now we're stuck with the Champions League final of Chelsea and
Oh yes,
and
about
Bayern.
this.
Everyone-
Our good friend Dalvin is a Tottenham supporter.
Everyone's
right?
rooting for Chelsea to lose this, so they don't take the Champions League spot.
Yeah,
from
because-
everybody else.
Yeah.
All right,
That was off the top.
another one of our hotties is
Or Newcastle. Tottenham doesn't have the inside
Oh, you
track.
guys are tied, right?
Yeah.
another one of our hotties is Daniel Briere, 106 career playoff points
Money.
in 104 playoff games.
This
That's money.
this doesn't get enough. This is like street cred.
It
Like
is.
it doesn't get enough play. It
Right.
doesn't, because this is like, if this was any other sport, this is like the ultimate clutch guy.
I think there's only Zetterberg has the most.
It is scary that if you wanted to make a bet with someone, it would be safer. It'd be a safer bet with your money to say Danny Briere will be on the score sheet than to say that he won't. That's crazy, and especially in playoff games.
Jeez.
Another Nottie. Now, don't get me wrong. Racism can be a Nottie anytime, but this particular week, John Terry, I heard that with one of Chelsea's premiership games, they didn't get to do the pre-match handshake because of some remarks he had made to another opponent earlier in the season, and he's facing some actual court charges because of making racially insensitive remarks to an opponent earlier this season.
England is like every time
they kind of haven't joined us in the 21st century.
What's going on with the court system over there? Like every time I turn on I go to like ESPN SoccerNet and I look at like there's like 3 stories from the EPL that's like dude's getting prosecuted for some crap he said on Twitter. Like about racist stuff. Like they come and get you. Like they come and get you.
It's a little Big Brother over there.
A little scary.
Joel Ward for the Capitals. He scored the series-winning goal against the Bruins. Bruin fans weren't happy about that and let him know with racially insensitive remarks
That's just like,
on Twitter.
And someone said something like that. This is like an ongoing problem in Boston that I didn't know about. You don't think about this kind of stuff up north.
No, yeah.
It's one of those things like a couple bad like retards.
I don't know, man.
Stuff.
Typically, the South gets the bad rap for the race relations, but things apparently aren't working that much better in Massachusetts. Then Dillman Young, Detroit Tigers player, I believe.
He's an outfielder.
Yeah, outfielder for the Tigers, was in New York for a series with the Yankees. Ran into some Jewish guys on the street, said some anti-Semitic remarks, and then got in a fight.
Oh, there you go.
So it hasn't been a good week.
I want to know what did he say? Like, you Jews, you guys suck.
Well, apparently it was something like that. It hasn't been a good week for humanity, according to John Terry, Joel Ward, and
listen. Like some of the stuff I saw on Twitter, the Joel Ward thing.
Right.
Like it's just like why would you say something like that on a public forum? Like, how dumb are you?
Well, look,
probably
some of these
pretty, have you been to Boston?
No, I actually have not.
There you go. You are on the right track there.
Pretty close to Philly, right?
No, it's not.
Not really that close at all.
New York is in between it, so that should tell you how far away it is. Next hottie, the Los Angeles Clippers. Good God. Last night, they were down by 27 in the fourth quarter in Memphis, came back and won by 1 point. You know, Chris Paul was being interviewed, and they said, at any point did you think you guys were out of it? He said, no, that's a lie.
Yes, that's a lie. That's a big lie. But, at the same time, kudos to him for staying in the game.
Yeah, definitely. Last Nottie this week, the parents of that child who threw an absolute tantrum at the Texas Rangers game when he didn't get that foul ball. You're probably familiar with the video by now.
I haven't seen the clip.
I gave this some thought after we talked about it earlier, and this is why this happened, okay? Well, the story is basically the kid didn't get a foul ball, was whining about it. The Rangers gave him they gave him a jersey.
They gave him a jersey, they threw him a ball, something like that.
This all dates back to last year when Josh Hamilton threw that ball up. The kid's dad tried to catch it. He fell over and killed himself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So now the Rangers have a terrible PR problem with kids coming to the game with their parents.
So you think this is an outreach thing?
Look, this is here's a word of advice. This is like consumer advice. If you go to a Rangers game, sit close, pout that you didn't get stuff, and you'll get all kinds of free Rangers stuff.
Apparently, it's true. If you look up the video, the kid is wailing because the couple next to his parents caught a foul ball. I mean, he had good seats with his parents. They were near the dugout. Mm-hmm. You know, the couple next to them catches a ball. They're taking pictures with it. I mean, they're not intentionally rubbing it in his face, but the kid is going nuts and he's throwing a fit. And then someone from the dugout throws him a ball. But I'm telling the parents, tell the kid life isn't fair.
Seriously, that's insane.
I've been to dozens of baseball games. I don't get a foul ball. I mean, most people don't get a home run or a foul ball.
I've never got a foul ball.
Right. I mean, it's not an ententitlement.
Who cares? It's a foul ball.
Yeah.
Don't encourage. They encourage that behavior.
They were definitely coddling him. You got to look it up. That was Hottie and Nottie. I'm Zac Diodotti.
Wait, did you just say you got to look it up? Adam doesn't know what coddling means?
No.
Are you calling Adam stupid?
He needs to look up the video. Why would I do that?
Yeah,
he needs to look up the video of the Rangers' parents. That's Hottie and Nottie. I'm Zac Diodotti, James Troiano, Adam Tully. See you next week on the Backseat Sports Podcast.